And we're back to exploring generative fill. Let us go over an example step by step and completely manipulate this photo. At first, I want to get rid of this person. In my last video I've already mentioned it's a good idea to add no and then what you want to remove. Sometimes it works just leaving it empty, but this method by using no as kind of like a, let's say, keyword for the AI, it has so far produced the best results, at least in my tests. And here it knows exactly what to do. The person is gone, background is blended almost perfectly. I'll keep the third version right here. Next up, let us add a new element, maybe a car. I'll make it about a classic car, let's say from the 70s. I don't like these results. Maybe my selection wasn't the best. Let me delete this one and I reselect it using the lasso tool. I still want to have a classic car. I still want it to be blue, but let me leave out the 70s part. Third one is okay. I think we can use that. I don't like the composition. Top third, I want to have a blue sky. So let me select this. And I'll make the bottom border a little bit shaky so that I don't have a straight line here. Let me prompt it blue sky with white clouds. And here's a good result. I think we can use that. Let me add some water at the lower third. Maybe I'll make it a C. And here it even tried to give me a good reflection of the car. I want to have it without a reflection, but the reflection isn't even that bad in 2 and 3. Next up, I don't like the canvas size, so let me crop it. And I hold Alt, so if this is the first time that you're using the crop tool, left click drag, hold Alt, both sides will be adjusted at the same time. Release, and then just generate, and it knows that it has to expand it. So we've got an empty canvas on the left and right, and generative fill will fix this and give us something that blends well with our photo. Not a bad result, but you have to be careful. When you look at maybe the first variation, you can see that right here. In second and third variation, it's alright, but the first one had a very, very bad transition. And when I zoom in here in 2 and 3, you can still see it. So it's not a perfect blend. Sometimes it makes sense to use the lasso tool and go over these spaces. So maybe something like this. I've set it to the second mode in the top left toolbar of the lasso tool that adds parts to the selection. That's better, still not perfect, so you may want to clean that up using manual methods in Photoshop. But depending on the zoom level, nobody is really going to notice. Here on the right hand side, for example, it looks well. When I zoom in a lot, you can see where it was. Let me fix this by generating it with an empty prompt. Not bad, we can keep that. Here was our original. Completely new composition now. By the way, once again, if this is new to you, you are new to Photoshop, you can use aspect ratios right here, for example 16:9, if you want to have something for thumbnails or videos. Let me just do that. It's going to exclude the part that's outside of my aspect ratio and it's going to fill the rest here left and right. Top and bottom were excluded now. Not a bad result, but here again, second variation, we can clearly see the canvas and even with the first one, so I have to go over this a little bit right here. With the lasso tool, always leave the prompt empty then, and it's going to give you a better blend. One more tip, maybe you already know that. I want to get rid of this part here in the window. And you can see I'm on the original layer. So I'm not on my last layer, which would be at the top. I'm on the original one. If I prompt it now, it's going to ignore all of the other layers that are on top. So what I'm going to get are mountains, and it's going to be left behind all of the other layers. So when you want to add something, always go to the top layer, make a selection. In my case, I just leave it empty because I just want to clean up what's inside of the window here. And now this is a good result. So keep an eye on the layers and where you are, but then you should be good. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.